love, 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 love it. And with that being said, she'll be coming around the mountain. She comes. Okay, Health Well, over to you here. And thanks so much, everybody. God bless.
And we all on mic, and y'all know what I'm gonna ask y'all to do, because y'all know I'm Ric Flair's black daughter over here in South Florida. Listen, on three, let's give Patty a big old listen, let's give Patty and Glenn a big old Ric Flair. One, two, three. Woo! Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, yes, yes. I am Shawnte Health Wells. You guys, you know we've been on the nursery rhyme thing. So I brought you green eggs and ham. And so you know we got to go back to Jack be nimble, Jack be quick, Jack getting over that candlestick. And so I want you to replace Jack's name with your name. I want y'all to unmic with me. And I want you to say the beginning lines, which is, I'm gonna say Shantae be nimble. Y'all ready on three? You're gonna put your name there. Instead of Jack, I need you to use your name. I need us to get activated. Ready? One, two, three. Shantae be nimble. Woo! Oh my gosh, I love y'all. I am Shawnte Health Wells. You guys are in the Breakfast with Champions. Listen, we're dedicated to motivation, education, and inspiration. And I am so delighted. Y'all, do y'all know what today is? Does anybody know what day of the week it is and how to spell it? Can anybody come off mic? Tell me. Wednesday. Get it? You got That's what I'm talking about, baby. You see that? God gave us a day that is literally has the word win within it. So this isn't hump day. This isn't no, no. This is a day for winners. Think about that. We're breakfast with champions. This is a winning day. I need you to get that in your spirit. I don't know who that's for, but I needed to tell you, listen, we finna stack this thing up. Because guess what, y'all? I got a 3-for-1 special for you. I got that turkey tail that we talking about today. Woo! I got that tartary buckwheat we talking about today. Uh-huh. And guided imagery. So I'm finna get your heart right, good and clean, clean. See, because like I told y'all before, we cleaning these cars, we cleaning our houses, we're cleaning our lawns. But what about that heart though? What about that heart though? That's what I'm saying. Create in me a clean heart, oh God, and renew a right spirit. That means literally and figuratively. I need us to be about our Father's business. Get that heart clean. Listen, I'm Maybelle's granddaughter. I have been in the sports medicine industry, listen, cleaning up these streets, specifically specializing in the big guys on the field. So I'm telling you, you ain't got to be thin to be healthy. I'm going to say it again. You ain't got to be thin to be healthy. I need you to get healthy where you are. So if I can help the big guys on the field, listen, return to play faster. Listen, you can return to the play of your life faster. Listen, you got to be willing to yield the healed. And that's what my message is about. That's who I am at my core. So, I'm ready to get into it, y'all. I got a couple questions for y'all. I was trying to get my note taker to take. So, but it's not wanting to cooperate, but that's okay. That's okay. That's why I be feeling Glenn when he be talking about the machine. Yes. What's up? God, I love me. Mary Lynn. See, that's my wing woman. Her and Trisha. Listen, I was just like, I'm feeling that song. I want to rock right now. I'm rock bass, and I came to get down. I was just like, I want to rock. I want to rock. Yes, yes. See, that's where my mind goes. I think about music when I think of Mary Lynn. She always comes in with the saves, but I could never say the Peter Piper, Pepper something. Yeah, okay, yeah. But I got supercalifragilistic. How about that? I don't know. Come through. Me outrageous, stay with me. No, not a loser. Video seat. So let's go, cuz. Listen. Hey. Yeah, Glenn, you gotta come to IYMS because I told Christina we got to do this karaoke. We got to do it in karaoke. Let's go, Maria. Let's go, Mary Lynn. Come on, Glenn. You got to be there next year. We got to do this. We got to do it, brother. We got to step on the mic. listen, I'm ready. See, we got canceled out this year, but that's all right. We gonna be back next year, right? That's what I'm saying. Listen, nothing like that raw base. Y'all, listen, I love you. I love it here. Like TM says, I love it here. So, have any of you guys heard of turkey tail? Shake a tail feather. Anybody heard of turkey tail? Yes, Malika. Okay, finally. See, I'm not alone. I am not alone, you guys. Listen. All right, I'm trying to get my morning mind on because me and GA be with the rucking and bucking and we be wild at night. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So I'm trying to clean it up because the CEO here and our founder is here. So I'm gonna be a good girl. I'm gonna be a good girl, y'all. But seriously though, I am just really excited because you know what I need us to understand. See, even though Jack be nimble and Jack be quick and Jack jumping over that candlestick, I need you to understand that that candlestick, it means the stress. It's talking about the burnout. It's talking about the inflammation. That's how I need you to see that candlestick. But here's the thing. I need you to understand that God designed you to be nimble, that we have the opportunity to have this adaptable body. That's what being nimble is, that flexibility that we need to have so that we can pivot and move and adapt to the situations that the environment calls for. See, people who sit up here and like to brag on, oh, I don't change, you sound foolish. You sound foolish, as you should be able to change because we are designed to adapt. Your body needs to adapt. Just like you have to adapt your home. I know it's a little hard for us in Florida because, we got 3 days of winter and all the other seasons are summer. But I need us to understand, like, you adapt your home. I bet we adapt when it's hurricane season. I bet you got them shelters. I bet you have those things that you need to put on your windows. Do you get what I'm saying? And I'm sure in the north, I heard that y'all cover the pools. You got this stuff called ice that be out there in your environment, things like that. I am certain that you have to prepare your lawn in a certain way. So, why would we think that the human body doesn't need to adapt? Why would we think that we're not supposed to adapt? Adapting is not a curse. It's not a curse. It's not a curse. There's a reason why, as you age, you do feel that you need a little more sleep. Your body understands that. It was designed that way. And the quickness. I need us to understand you could still be quick. I don't care what your biological age is. I don't care what it is about your chronos age. Listen, we're talking about quickness is a clear system. Can we say system? Can somebody on mic and say system? That's what I'm talking about. That's right. And I want to talk about that jump, baby. Jump. What is the jump? It's a controlled mind. A controlled mind with what? Action. We all about that action. Hey, hey, action, action, like Action Jackson, baby. So here's the thing. If you are allergic to turkey tail, I promise you, I got something for you. That's gonna be the next one. But I need you to understand this. Listen, you can get it from food. I ain't talking about, oh, going and buying some whiz bang thing and something you gotta pop a pill. I'm talking about a tea. I'm talking about a mushroom elixir. Y'all know I like you to get it from food. And listen, before you get started with your 5011, the things, oh, I gotta talk to my doctor. Did you talk to your doctor before you ate that cheeseburger? When somebody recommended that restaurant, did you call your doctor? I'm just saying, I need y'all to miss me with the excuses. Miss me with the excuses. We're talking about natural things from food. Now, if you got a fungal type allergies, then yeah, you don't want to be around the medicinal teas, of that sort. But we talking about tea. Some of y'all look, you buy tea, you buy orange juice, and you'll never turn around that label. You won't use the Yucca Act. So I just want to go ahead and get that caveat out of the way before anybody starts with the foolishness, because I don't want to have to hurt nobody's feelings today. Listen, I'm talking about turkey tail tea. I'm not talking about some kind of pill that you got to pop. I'm talking about a tea, y'all. A tea that can help strengthen your immune system. I give this to my granddaughter, my 6-year-old granddaughter. I'm not playing. This is something I also use with my athletes, $1 million bodies. These are the type of assets I'm managing. I'm not talking about your everyday people. I have to have things that can work and things that they can incorporate in their lifestyle. And I'm telling you, turkey tail, there's a reason why your average NFL pro, listen, they're not getting colds and flus. There's a reason why. Ain't nobody giving them flu shots. We don't play them type of games. Not in the NFL. Listen, not in the NBA. They're not getting flu shots, y'all. I'm telling you, we go as natural as we possibly can. And so I'm just trying to be that Wizard of Oz, letting you behind the curtain to help you understand what some of these training room secrets are. And I'm telling you, turkey tail is a big part of it. Now, there are some people who just they prefer the pills, and guess what? Then I'm grateful that Four Sigmatic has me covered in that regard. But I prefer you get it from food. And turkey tail is a natural tea that you can easily incorporate 2 or 3 times a week just to help give your body that stronger defense system. And not only that, guess what it also does? It helps you with the inflammation. I love adaptogens because adaptogens can, guess what? Help you adapt. See, the word of God says that there's a balm in Gilead, but we keep trying to ignore the balm that God got for us. Why? Why? But yet and still, we're going to trust the Mars company. We're going to trust that Snicker bar. We're going to trust all these other things, the fake foods, but we won't trust the simple teas and herbs that God has given us that we can actually consume safely and naturally. No, 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 no. It's time for us. We gotta throw some D on it. We gotta get that D up. We gotta get the D. And I'm talking about defense. Get your mind out the gutter. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Check out the replay from Monday. Listen, I was talking about throwing some D on it. I was talking about vitamin D. Now I'm talking about your immune defense. Now I'm talking about your immune defense. You need a good defensive line. You need a good defensive line. Listen, so I need you to stop waiting to get, sick and then act on this right now because your health matters. You got to treat your body like a house that you can't move out of because you can't move out of it. Think about this. This is your forever home. Invest in the house that you are living in. That's you are being housed in. Listen, I need you to understand there's a reason why I'm flared up with energy because I believe in you. I know you can win in your health. We are designed to be a centenarian. Do you realize, like, so for those of you, and you don't have to be a Christian to understand this concept. So, in the book of Genesis, chapter 6, verse 3, it talks about, God was basically, in essence, issuing out his judgment upon humanity, whether you believe, it or not. Just follow the story really quick. And so the punishment went from man being able to sin forever in his eyes type thing, like hundreds of years, to guess what the penalty was? 120 years. What does that sound like? That sounds like still a centenarian. That's what it says. 120 years. So who told you that 60 was old? Who told you 50 was old? That's the trick of the enemy. Who a lot of people misread the Psalms when Moses was writing in the 51st chapter of Psalms, I believe it's verse 10 through 12, where he was talking about a lot of people. Not he wasn't they're missing the point of the story. He's not saying that your God said your promise is 60 four score and 10, meaning 70 years. No, that's not what it meant. He's talking about being able to number your days, basically applying your heart to wisdom, not telling you that you need to put a 60-year, 70-year, or 80-year governor on your lifespan that's possible. No, you already know this human body was designed to be a centenarian. So I need us to tap in. I need us to act like it. Your movement is medicine. And I need you to understand the foods and the drinks that we're consuming. We can do this. You can tap into that centenarian, pathway if you would just get out of the way. Stop waiting to get sick. You're participating in the sick care system if you're waiting until you're sick to do something and to act like your health matters. I'm telling you, it matters now. So I need us to clear the path so you can move fast. I need you to clear the path so you can move fast. I'm going to say it again. Clear the path so you can move fast. Hey, clear the path so you can move fast. Woo! All right. Here's the thing, tartary buckwheat. I got you. Somebody just said, you know what, Wells? I can't do mushrooms. Cool. I got you, boo. Here's the next thing, tartary buckwheat tea. Listen, you're talking about something that's rich in rutin, rutin. Somebody drop that in the chat with me. I promise you I'm almost done, y'all. I'm finna open up I want you to ask questions. I want to get some feedback, and I want to take us through a guided little quick 30-second meditation so that you can understand how powerful your mind is and how you can change your body in seconds. So it's rich in rutin. rutin. We're talking about a powerful polyphenol. We're talking about a powerful flavonoid. We're talking about a powerful antioxidant that's not only going to support your circulation and your blood vessels, but this is going to also help stabilize blood sugar. Now, you could do what you want to do. I'm just giving you some suggestions of foods, just like you taking suggestions of all these different, restaurants to try. I'm just telling you some different teas that you can try that could benefit your health. Listen, and this is not something that came from me. I got this from a functional medicine physician. Plain and simple. And so this is something that I'm able to easily put in a Powerade bottle or a Gatorade bottle because you know what? Sometimes my guys are stubborn. They're just stubborn. And so I don't wait for them to do certain things. Some things I'm just going to do. So I'm always steeping the tartary tea, tea bags. Super easy and simple. So I ain't got to worry about an outbreak of flu and colds and all these types of things running around my locker rooms. I've never had it. I've been in the sports medicine industry literally since 1999, licensed since 2002. And I'm just saying, I didn't come to play because I'm in an industry where it's like, what have you done for me lately? You get fired quick if you can't produce results. It's really results oriented. It's not like a hospital and you got to go through 50, 11 hoops to get rid of somebody. Nah, they get rid of you quick. So, what I'm saying is that, the energy that you feel, it's your system finally flowing right when you get this thing right. So I need you to understand you can win in your health. Your health, you can win in your health. So I want to take a quick pause there. I want to take a quick pause. Is there anything coming up? Because our last one is going to be our guided imagery. Yes.
At the top, I know we got Glenn up there. We'll put a link in the chat where they can find the turkey tail tea because I take mine in the coffee form, but yeah.
Will do. I thought they were going to keep going a quick second and I didn't get a chance to change my link out, but will do for sure. It's just hard to do it while you're also talking. So I didn't get a chance to, I didn't have a time to do it. So since I had to do the replay, but I'll definitely do that. Will do. All right. Anyone else? What came up? What came up? Can somebody give me a few seconds so I can change out my link? Please put my link up.
And I'm like, oh, I need some of that turkey tail with and I think everybody in my house needs it because we got a little one. She's about 6. She goes out. She goes to kindergarten. She comes home. She brings us everything they have in that classroom. It is it is crazy. One gets sick and it's just like a whole windfall. Everybody falls down. But definitely, um, yeah, I want to know what you do to keep these athletes healthy and wealthy. Because our health is our wealth. Ain't no sense in making money if you can't spend it because you're in a hospital bed. Did they give you enough time? I never heard of turkey tail. It's a mushroom. It's a mushroom. And like a lot of vegans eat it. They use it as a substitute um for like chicken or that's how I found out about it. Tabitha Brown, she would cook mushrooms as a substitute for meat because she's a straight vegan. And so I learned about turkey tails and oyster mushrooms, and it's a whole family of mushrooms that you can eat, and that's medicinal. So they ground them up to a powder. I take the Rise coffee, and it has all of those mushrooms in it.
So I personally love either when it's packaged with chaga because chaga is what we consider like the king of all mushrooms, or if it's in the evening, I'll do it packed with my reishi mushroom elixir. So, but either or they make the plain ones. You guys can look for whatever company floats your boat. I tend to stick with Four Sigmatic just because they meet the scrutiny that I need in my industry. So I can't have my guys sick and I cannot have stuff that doesn't work. So I can't do all the guesswork that, other people do and health influencers do. I have regulations that I have to follow. So there's a higher, um, there's a price for me to pay so to recommend something. So that is why, again, you can do what you want to do. This is for informational purposes only. I am not entering like a client patient relationship here. Just wanted to make sure I had that caveat. So you can seek out your own healthcare provider and do what works for you. But I really just wanted to share with you guys the power of turkey tail, because I know that a lot of people have not most likely heard about it, and I just wanted you guys to kind of know some of the things that is used in sports medicine. And specifically, I just want to clear something up. A lot of people are like, oh, what about Michael Jordan? No, that was just a narrative. Michael Jordan did not have a flu. When people talk about the flu game, no, that was called food poisoning. He got food poisoning from that pizza place that delivered that pizza. That's what that was. I'm telling you for a fact. I ain't telling you something that I heard. I've worked with enough Miami Heat players. I've worked enough behind the scenes. I've worked with people from the Bills, from the Minnesota Vikings, yeah, obviously the Dolphins, obviously the Heat, even up there in Tampa Bay with the Rays, like the Marlins here. I'm telling you, like, there's such an intention behind ensuring. Can you imagine you got a multi-million dollar asset sitting on the bench? Can you imagine your starters? I don't think a lot of people realize, like, they're in close proximity. Those locker rooms and the training rooms, you can't afford to have an outbreak of nothing, Nathaniel. So when I tell you, like, immune health is something that's super, super important in sports medicine, it's everything. Like, you get an outbreak, and you can assure yourself that by the end of the week, if not maybe the end of the season, your contract is not going to be renewed. You will not be working with them at all. You'll be literally blacklisted. So you can kiss that degree and your license, goodbye. So I ain't got time for that. I got mouths to feed. Miami is not a cheap place. West Palm is not a cheap place to go back and forth between. So what I'm saying is, like, the things that I utilize have to work. They have to be highly effective. Now, will everything work for every single person? Absolutely not. This is why each week, if you notice, I'm giving you guys different options, because you know what? I know that something will work. And for those that can't do mushrooms, that's why the tartary buckwheat. I am such a big fan of it, especially because the root and power in it. And so, lastly, because I really want us to think about a health stack, a stack. So the turkey tail is our defense. The buckwheat tea is going to be our cleanup. That's our cleanup crew. And y'all, I'm gonna do me and GA gonna do a rucking and bucking after dark. Y'all know we here on Monday nights at 7. And so here's one thing that I want, hopefully the fellas will listen in. I want you to think about your vessels. I want you to think about certain areas. Your heart is not the only place that gets our vessels supply. I need you to understand, you need things to actually, as you age, to help support that circulation and blood vessels. If you know what I'm saying. I'm just saying, the tottery buckwheat tea can help you, support circulation. Blood vessels. I hope y'all reading between the lines of what I'm saying and not saying. So I typically don't have a problem with guys, tapping into the tartary buckwheat tea. I'm just saying, come for rucking and bucking after hours. Dinner with champions on one of these Mondays. Give me 2 weeks. I'm just saying, I'm gonna have some more tips for you, because I heard the fellas. I heard the fellas. They've been asking me certain questions, and so we gonna go there one day. Okay, okay. But I'm just giving you a little hint, hint. Tartary buckwheat tea can help you with more than just your immune system. You see? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. All right. Last but certainly not least, I want to talk to you about the guided imagery. And I plan to play a little clip from the Harvard School of Medicine. They have an amazing guided meditation, and I want to be able to play a little clip, but my little tablet here is not cooperating. So don't worry, I got you covered. I got you covered. So I simply I want you to close your eyes if you can. If you're driving, please do not do this. Please do not do this. If you're looking for one that you can just listen to in the car, the Honest Guys, Honest. I want you guys, if somebody can type that in the chat for me. Honest Guys, they have a huge, I'm so proud of that channel and the things that they, do in that channel. It is such a huge benefit. Excuse me. Oh, 1 second. I was trying to get something done. So I want you guys to check them out if you're interested in more guided meditations. But let me quickly, because I want to open up the floor here. I want you to close your eyes. I want you to close your eyes. I want you to think about a time and place where you felt really, truly safe, where you really, truly just felt safe. You felt warmth. You felt comforted. You weren't worrying about bills. You weren't worrying about any of those things. Just go back to a place and a time where you really, truly felt safe. All right. Are you there? Now that you're in that safe place, I need you to take a breath. Now, I need you to follow the counts. You're going to inhale for 4 counts. You're going to hold that breath in for 7, and you're going to breathe it out through your mouth for 8. I need you to take a deep breath in, 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Release it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now I want you to imagine yourself. You're in that safe spot. I want you to imagine that you're right along a stream. I want you to see a boat there, and you have a great guide waiting for you to step into this boat. Now, this stream, this river of water, it's flowing towards your future. And that guide is the future you, the ideal health version of you, waiting to give you a glimpse for your future. I want you to step into that boat. I want you to hear the sounds. I want you to smell that air. I want you to feel the coolness of the wind on your skin. I want you to now take that journey. I want you to travel towards that light that you see. I want you to travel towards your hands, your arms, seeing all of the different body systems working together for your good. I want you to see your body free from any pain, free from any maladies that have affected you, free from any weighted down stresses psychologically. And I want you to just travel with your guide. I want you to take in all the colors. I want you to take in all the richness of the sounds that bring you peace and joy. And then I want you to really look beyond the horizon and see what you really, truly were designed to be. Now that boat is turning around, and now that boat is coming right back to the shore. You just got a peek at what it is that you could truly be. So I want you to open your eyes. I want you to step down off of that boat and remember that you were planted by the rivers of water. Listen, that what you do truly can prosper. That's what the word of God says in Psalms chapter 1, that you are like a tree. A tree is gravitropic and phototropic, means it gets nourishment in the dark, but it also bends towards the light. You're designed to be in the dark as well as the light. Now is your time to prosper. Now is your time. Jack, be nimble. Jack, be quick. Jack, you can get over that candlestick. It's time to stack our health system. I'm Shawnte Health Wells. I got less than a minute. I'd love to know what came up. Hope you guys enjoyed it, that little guide.
Good morning. Just real quick, I know you put up the link for the other tea, but the buckwheat that you just mentioned, is that?
I'll put that in the chat as well. I sure do. I'll put it in the chat. Absolutely. Of course. And I'll put a link to the Honest Guys They do a lot of guided imageries, y'all. So on your, when you're in traffic, sometimes if you're stuck at a train or when you're before you a tough meeting, they have them anywhere from 58 seconds on to hours. Like, so you can find something that floats your boat. So I'm a big, big fan of guided imagery because I understand what it does for our nervous system, and you can take control of your day and your body. I love the parasympathetic and sympathetic system because it gives us an opportunity to really truly adapt. And that's what I need you guys to understand. Listen, God made you to love you. You were made to love and ready to receive love. So that is my time of Shawnte with the flair. Woo! Thank you guys. Yes. Yes. What up, Glenn?
One session. Uh, I thought it was incredible. I learned lots in the gym, working out as I was listening, so I couldn't quite close my eyes for the meditation because I was in the process of doing 20 meters of lunges, followed by 25 meters of lunges, followed by 30 meters of lunges, followed by 30 meters of lunges, followed by 25 meters of lunges, followed by 20 meters of lunges. Because I'm training for high lunges. and so I couldn't quite close my eyes as I was doing all those lunges. But I could go on the journey with you. And I really am starting, I don't know why, this stuff's starting to happen to me in life. I'm starting to really understand the power of meditation, visualization, going on these mental journeys to help us overcome obstacles, to help us eliminate addiction, to help us see the best versions of ourselves. So that walk that you just took us on, walk to the water, ultimately seeing that even more enhanced version of myself, which I'm super proud of myself right now. But the even more enhanced version of myself is powerful and enlightening for me this morning. So I just want to say thank you for that. And then I was curious, who's next? Like, can I take 3 or 4 more minutes with Shawnte?
Dragon.
It's JC, so go ahead. Okay, I really, really, really appreciate that. So, Shawnte, can I tap into your expertise real quick?
Yes, sir. Go for it. I'm here for you.
Okay, so I started on January 1st. I decided I'm gonna work out every day this year, no matter what, to a sweat, like pretty intense workouts. And then I'm training for high rocks. So I've been doing lots of running, lots of full body workouts. Everything that I'm doing is a combination of mix this exercise with this exercise with this exercise, get my heart rate up, sweat like crazy, right? So I've been doing that since January, and I am definitely like my clothes fit better. I'm more muscular. I'm stronger. I can feel all those things. I'm faster. All of that stuff. I am also 12 pounds heavier, and it's driving me nuts that I cannot. I want to gain the strength, but I feel like if I could lose a few pounds, it would make my runs a little bit easier. I'd be faster, so on and so forth. I've made some diet adjustments recently as well, eradicating sugar, eating lean meats, and I just keep gaining weight. And so I'm curious from your expertise if you can walk me through either the mindset that I have around weight or help me shave off a few pounds, girl, because I feel like I'm doing everything and I'm putting on pounds.
Gotcha, but who told you you needed to? Because especially if you're trying to get yourself ready for a high rocks type of a competition, why do you need to lose weight? It sounds like you're doing all the things to bulk up.
My mind tells me that if I was lighter, I could perform better. If I had this strength with less pounds to carry around, I could perform better.
Okay. I mean, there are definitely a few things that we could do. You probably won't like one of them, sleep being one of them. Um, I'm telling you, like we burn, I don't think people realize the amount of, especially if you want to target, fat burning specifically, overnight would be that thing, because I wouldn't want you to burn or actually, lose muscle, because like you really need it, especially if you it's like a what, a 1K or something that you guys are doing? It will it be like a 1K included? Yeah, in the high rocks.
You're running 5 miles. You do a half mile, and then you do an exercise, then another half mile exercise. In the end, you end up running 5 miles.
Okay. So I would have to get, if I got your stats, I could shoot you over like a quick like plan of some tweaks that I know for a fact that you could do. And I definitely I'm going the citrus route. There's just like a couple of things that for sure, depending on how much time you have, to drop it versus if you needed to do it in a day. So are you looking at like 10? You're looking at 8? Oh, oh, that's plenty of time. I got you covered, Glenn. There's quite a few things that you can do. But I would need to get a little more information from you offline, to help you specifically target a certain way. But I'm concerned of you losing too much weight and not being able to keep up with all of the other things, because burpees take a bit more of power. So things like that, right? Because you guys are doing all of that. So that's my only concern, is that your body is being wise based on the type of workouts that you're doing. So we would have to make some adjustments with that. And you might need a recovery day in there too, because I'm hearing you say 7 days, and I don't hear a recovery time in there.
Okay, yeah, let's hook up offline. If we can get some more deets, that would be great. Sunday is kind of a recovery day. I still do like a light 2 mile run to get a sweat on. And I do a lot of stretching and stuff. But yeah, if you could help, like I said, just get my mind to understand that the scale is not, that I just need to get over myself.
Have you ever seen a picture, Glenn? Have you ever looked at the picture of fat where it looks like butter? And have you ever seen a picture, Mile? Go look at the picture of what fat looks like. You'll be okay with a couple pounds of muscle.
I know. And look at Ray Lewis. I'll just say, look at your average NFL linebacker. Look at your average, look at Warren Sapp. Like, I don't know if people realize how large he was and how explosive and powerful and fast he was. So, Glenn, you don't have to actually drop weight to actually improve like your speed or your run, that type of thing. We see it with the NFL, and you don't have to be obviously one of those guys, but I'm saying it's possible for the human body. So, that's why I would like to know a little bit of if I get your height, your weight, and I can plug it into something that we use, in sports medicine, and then I can help you tweak a few things if that's really what you want. But I don't think that you need to come down. You were a little lean when I last saw you in IYMS. So
I'm 6 foot tall, 207 now. 6 foot tall, 207. But yeah, we'll connect offline.
yes, sir. Thank you so much, Dragon. I appreciate you, brother. And for those of you, I hope that you'll come and join me and GA. Guess what? Because Monday, we rucking and bucking, 7 p.m. Eastern time, baby. Woo! Back to you. Over to you, Dragon. Yes. Hey, internationally known, but I'm known to rock the microphone because I get stupid. I mean outrageous. Come on, Glenn. If you're contagious, because I'm a winner. No, not a loser. Being MC is what I choose. Hey.
Okay, I just had to do that.
I appreciate it. Mary Lynn, she came through. Thank you so much for the extra time, Dragon. He's probably like, what in the world were they talking about that they have on Raw Base?
I got a lot of questions about everything I just heard. I came in here. First thing I heard is everybody was shrooming.
What the ruck?
Glenn is still here. I got a new name for Glenn. Instead of Glenn Lundy, we'll call him Glenn Lungy.
Right.
But Glenn, full respect for what you're doing, and the commitment to it. And I'll just give you, I'm 54 years old. I played Division I lacrosse when I was in college, and I still play lacrosse in 2 tournaments every year. So, I'm all about putting on lean muscle mass, which is everything that, you know, I don't talk a lot about this, but this is something I've been doing for 20 years. But I put on lean muscle mass, and I can totally resonate with, you need fat, but you know, we want to get rid of visceral fat, not just fat. You need fat on your body. Muscle does weigh more than fat, but I, as somebody that is looking for high performance, you know, if you look at Warren Sapp, he needs that body to like knock people over. But if you're looking to be, you know, fast and run, there is a perfect match. So I'm actually in the process of that right now, that transformation, because I got a tournament coming up in Lake Placid in the end of July. So, you know, speak to Health Wells, and you know, if you want to know what my you know structure is, it's intense, but it sounds like you're in that, you know, mode where you don't consider it hard work. It's like hardly work because you're enjoying it, and it's in alignment with what you want. But I've been doing